Good morning. This is KHEA Radio. It's a beautiful Tuesday right here in Galveston County, and I'm excited. Thank you for taking the time to tune in wherever you're watching from. Share this out. Remember, you can always go back and listen to past episodes, or this one will be available shortly. You can go on Apple Podcasts. You can also go on Spotify or anywhere else that you listen to your podcast. Search Just Live Well. You can also search Dr. Chapa, Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center. There's so many things you can search, and you can find that. Dr. Chapa, good morning. How you doing today?
Good morning, Gardy. It's great to be on the show this morning. As usual, I love, just sharing wisdom of knowledge in the realm of nutrition. Like, I get excited about nutrition. I look around and I see what people eat day in and day out, and still am shocked at the confusion of real food versus fake food. And I constantly working with my kids even, hey, is that a sometimes food and all the time food? What are you eating there? Or is that a never food, right? I mean, there's even a never category. Mm-hmm. And so I think it's important that we just always are aware. And the more we become aware, I was talking to a gentleman last week, and he wants to kind of do this health thing without supplementation. And I think that's grand and great. And I think that we should all aspire to that. Except that, he raises chickens and never eats any of his own chicken eggs.
Why?
Too busy, he says.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, what do you do? I ask. And he says, well, I just pull into the nearest fast food joint. Why? I ask, and he goes, because that's all I got time for. And that's what oftentimes we get caught in this place where we know we should be going back to the soil. We know that we should be looking to, nature for its solutions, but we oftentimes get caught in the busyness of life. The classic holiday hustle and bustle. Right? And that rat race of time never ceases to relinquish its grip. And one of the things that I had to try to help this guy understand was that, look, you can't change the world around you as you desire until you first start looking inward and change yourself. You've got to be following that passage, Romans 12:1, one of my favorites. I beseech thee, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable, which is your reasonable service. God doesn't even ask the extraordinary. He doesn't ask for you to do something outlandish. He just wants you to do, a reasonable service and taking care of your body through His mercy and grace. And offering up, the vessel you have for His glory and for the glory of His work in your life and others, because you're making a difference. Whether you're sick right now with symptoms or diagnosed disease, or you're healthy as a lark, it doesn't matter where you're at in the spectrum. No matter what your age, you're making an impact. And the reality, though, is are you making the impact that you want to make? We want people to get it that food is medicine, and we should be looking to the soil and to nature. But oftentimes we just don't know where to begin, or we got to figure out in our quote-unquote busy, bad habit-laden life, what can we do today to shift course, to change the trajectory, so that we're moving onward, upward, goodward, and Godward in a different direction. Because you can't do the same old thing and expect a different result, can you?
Right.
What do they call that?
Insanity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And insanity, it's kind of a cliche phraseology today, and we don't appreciate it from the same, when you say it the first time, it's like, oh, yeah, that's a really good one, and I need to, live by that. Now we say that too often, and we don't appreciate that truth, but it is an eternal truth. And so where did I have that gentleman start? With just 1 degree of change. Hey, how about we eat 4 eggs every day?